Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another outstanding episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He is the tranquil dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, especially on Tuesday, which is today, he asks for a cheap burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 3 continents down, 3 more to go. No cap, straight facts. The worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have a special guest tonight who is making her name in professional wrestling. Obviously, as a pro wrestler, she hails from the Empire State, New York. That's right. And she's also faced tough opponents like Nakoma Tala. We saw that match, and she was definitely going toe-to-toe. She was not taking any lefts. Everybody, welcome to the show, the Cotton Candy Princess, the Pink and Blue Dream, Tiffani Avatar.
Woo!
Tiffani, thank you very much for doing this for us. You know, we really and truly appreciate it. It's an honor to have you on here. How you doing tonight?
I am fantastic. I've had a very relaxing night hanging out with my little baby kitten, and now we're here.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. What kind is it? Is it a calico, a Siamese, a Persian?
Tabby.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's a pretty boy. Okay. Yeah, those are cool ones. They're like the orange, the dark orange and light orange, right?
He's more of a brown tan mix.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've always been a dog person, but I'm actually getting like to appreciate cats more and more. They're really cool. You know, I think the calicos are like the coolest ones. He looks like a ladies' man.
Oh, he is, and he knows it too.
Yeah, that's cool. Cats are cool. So yeah, you know, it's an honor to have you on. We've seen you on here, making your name here in the Northeast. So you know, I normally ask, you know, like 99% of our guests that are on this show, how did it start? What was the match or the pay-per-view that made you become a fan of professional wrestling?
I can't tell you a specific match because I've been watching wrestling since I was like 3 years old.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. So was it like a relative that had you that was watching and you just happened to start watching too, or did it just
like my whole family just kind of watched it? I felt like when I was a kid, I used to watch like older tapes from like shows that they saw, I guess, live, and ever since I could remember, I've been watching wrestling. Like it was a weekly part of my routine.
Oh, that's cool. So who are some of your favorites you enjoyed watching growing up?
My number one favorite growing up was always Undertaker. I was literally like obsessed with him as a kid. He was like the coolest thing on the planet to me. And then I discovered watching Lita wrestle, and she was like the coolest person on the planet to me. So those two were always my favorite.
Awesome. Yeah, Lita definitely inspired a large amount of, like, in my opinion, I think she inspired a lot of women's wrestlers. She was the first female wrestler I ever saw like do a moonsault. Or matter of fact, first female wrestler that I ever saw that had her move set, and I was like, wow, she is definitely gonna go far, and she did. And now she's a Hall of Famer. And she was also one of the her matches with Trish will always be legendary. Like the way, like the two of them going at it, like there's no denying that their rivalry, you know, isn't legendary. It was definitely something to see. Yeah. So, did you ever get to meet like Lita in person or Undertaker in person?
I have not had the pleasure of getting to yet, but I believe it will happen at some point in my future.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, let me tell you, it's always it's a crazy feeling whenever you meet those people that were your favorites or your inspirations growing up. Like when I met Marty Jannetty, like now normally I don't like get crazy around wrestlers. Like I'm just like chill and whatnot, you know. But for some reason, when I met Marty Jannetty, like I was like, yeah, like yo, like you were one half of my first favorite tag team, and I've only had like three favorite tag teams, and I was just like babbling and whatnot. Like I just couldn't like control myself. But yeah, it was definitely a great time meeting him and so on. Yeah. So did you ever get to go to any of the pay-per-views growing up, or you just watch it on TV at home?
I never got to go to a pay-per-view growing up. I did watch WrestleMania with my family every year though.
Oh wow, cool family, man. What? You get to watch wrestling with your family every year. That's awesome, man. Like you got a cool family. So, you know, now that you're tuning in and you're cheering your favorites and you're supporting, pro wrestling, how did your journey go from, Tiffany Avatar wrestling fan to now Tiffany Avatar, the pink and blue dream, the cotton candy princess?
Um, it's kind of crazy to me because I feel like one day I was a wrestling fan and the next thing I know, like I'm training to wrestle and I'm wrestling on like YouTube and stuff, and then I had a pretty bad concussion, so I was kind of done for a while. And then I went to the Chosen Pro Wrestling tryout after I moved up to New York, and I kind of went there not knowing what to expect, and then being chosen during that tryout is kind of like what really I think exploded things.
Okay. So where were you before New York? I thought you were from here. My bad.
So I was in New Jersey for most of my life.
Oh, that's right next door.
Yeah.
Just right across the Hudson.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
moved up to New York beginning of last year.
Oh, okay. How do you like it so far?
I really like it. It's definitely different, especially because now I'm living on my own, so there's no siblings to bother.
Oh,
But I like it.
wait, are you in upstate or like the five boroughs, New York? I'm not gonna ask you what city, but are you upstate or are you like in the five boroughs?
I am upstate.
Okay, okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. If I was, if it was like the five boroughs, like I'm in Brooklyn. If it was like the five boroughs, I'd be like, oh man, you're gonna be in for an experience. I mean, yes, I know New Jersey is right next door, but New York is a whole different world, and it's something.
I am so upstate. We have duck crossing signs.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Rob here actually has chickens going that actually invade his yard from next door. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. My neighbors, they're so country. They have a llama that comes up to you and greets you like a dog would if you pull up in their driveway.
That's amazing. I want to meet
Oh
a
yeah, yeah. They're
llama.
hillbilly. They have a toddler that walks around, drinks cream soda out of the thing, and wears a onesie that says "Sex Instructor, First Lesson Free." I swear, I would have taken a picture of it, but yeah, they're crazy.
What
Wow.
in what in the ECW is going on in your area, Rob? Jeez.
People are really living it up over there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's the country, you know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. Wait till the 4th of July, it's gonna be, lit up like fireworks out, lit up like woo out here.
Rob, I'll tell you what. If I ever saw you at the same party I'm at, and I saw you with a brown bag, I wouldn't know whether to leave you alone. I wouldn't know whether to not ask for whatever's in that brown bag, or to ask for whatever's in that brown bag, because it's probably a hell of a time,
Oh, yeah,
man.
I'm definitely sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing. Yeah. Yeah, you good to go. You good to go. We'll make it
I
out of
think
it
it's
together.
funny.
We'll make it out of it together.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man. So glad you're liking New York. You know, I can tell you right now. Well, you already know, but we have one of the biggest like wrestling scenes here in the country. I'd say. You got so many places. You got places in like the Bronx, the Brooklyn. I mean, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. I mean, have you gotten to wrestle in any of those towns yet, in any of those cities yet, or just
I
like
have
upstate or New
not
Jersey?
yet. I think hopefully soon it will happen.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully you get to wrestle here in Brooklyn. We got Battle Club Pro down here. We got Catalyst Pro Wrestling down here. Delaware's not that far where Rob lives. Hopefully, you get to, be over there in one CW, or we might, hopefully you get a chance to wrestle for a CCW, Capital Championship Wrestling, which, to me is they're like every month they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm very happy for their progress and so on. So yeah, I definitely hope to see you over there real soon. So I saw your match with Nakoma Tala. Man, you did not take no lefts. I mean, you were outpowered, but you were going toe to toe. You were not playing. You were like, you gonna put some respect on my name. She got the win. you know, um, Unfortunately, you didn't get the win, but I got a feeling next time that she meets you, it's not going to be the same result. But what was your mindset going into that match against such an opponent as Nakoma Tala?
Um, I'll be completely honest. I was a little nervous. I went into that knowing I was outpowered, but one thing about me is I don't really care. Like I'm fighting till the end, and that's what it is. And the next time we wrestle, and I hope to wrestle Nakoma soon, it will not be the same outcome.
She's a warrior. Great might. That's cool. That's a great mindset to have. So, um, now that you've had that match and you've had a couple other matches, who are your top five that you want to wrestle? You've been wrestling for like a year, right? Or at least 2 years, right?
About 2 years, yeah.
Okay. So who are like your top five that you'd want to wrestle in the near future? They could be from anywhere. WWE, AEW, Impact, the Indies, New Japan. I mean Japan, Stardom. Sky's the limit.
Um, Top five is hard to pick because, in all honesty, I want to wrestle everybody.
Okay.
I want to work with everybody because I feel like everybody is so talented in their own way. They're all a challenge to me, and I want every challenge that I could possibly face.
I see. That's a great answer. So another question now. I know obviously you want to win all the titles. Wherever you go, you want to dominate. But if you have to go after some tag team titles, there's a lot of places that have women's tag team titles now. You got NWA, you got WWE, Impact, even the promotion I mentioned, CCW, they have women's tag team titles as well. Who would be your tag team partner you'd want to capture all those titles with?
Oh, that's a pretty tough question. Um, I'm
And
gonna
once
have
again,
to. I'm
they,
gonna
they,
have to
they,
pick my buddy Becca from Titan Championship Wrestling.
oh, okay, wow. Wait, Becca, there's two of them, I believe, right?
Becca Wiley.
Right. Not the Becca with that has the three in her name, right?
No.
Right. It's a good thing I asked that because I was like, wait a minute, they got two Beccas now? I was like, what?
No, my buddy Becca. If I'm gonna choose a tag team partner, it's gonna be her.
That's awesome. But I'm definitely hope that y'all get the chance to, win gold together because it's always great to like, have that best friend with you when you and both y'all have a goal and y'all actually accomplish that goal, definitely makes for a great story to remember. Like, yo, remember that time we won those tag team titles, or we went to that place. It's always great to have memories like that. So I just got two more questions, and then Rob has. I know Rob has a couple for you as well. So my second to last question is the Cotton Candy Princess. Where'd you get that moniker from?
It's a lifestyle.
Oh, okay,
Um,
awesome.
yeah, no, it's a lifestyle. Everything is blue and pink. I love cotton candy. I love candy in general. Um, but I'm also like a super sweet person who loves to break people.
Super sweet person loves to big people. Okay, kind of like cotton candy. I have a diet. It's super sweet, but if I eat it, I'll break my diet.
See, there you go.
Ah, I'm enlightened. So my last question, whenever you're working out or getting ready to face your opponent, what are some songs that the Cotton Candy Princess, the Pink and Blue Dream, have on her playlist?
A lot of metal. Right now, my top songs definitely Colossus by Avatar. Um, Reincarnate, Motionless in White, Battery by Metallica. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of really been those three are kind of like on repeat for me right now.
Okay. Wow, that threw me for a loop because when I saw you, I was thinking she probably and this is no offense, I listen to everything, but I'm thinking you listen to like the anime, like J-pop or like really up tempo, like J-pop or K-pop or like something along that vein. That's what I was thinking.
I get that a lot. I guess that's kind of where Avatar comes into my name because you never know what to expect from me.
Okay. Hey, if it's any consolation, I am a 5'9", 260-pound black guy lives in Brooklyn, New York. And I listen to Carly Rae Jepsen's "I Really Like You" whenever I'm working out. Yeah.
Listen, that's your song. Like that's perfect for you.
And I also listen. Here's the thing. I listen to, and I'm probably gonna get judged. I'm probably gonna lose my street credit if I had it in the first place. But I also listen another song I like to work out to. "Good Vibrations" by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Rob, I know you know what that song is. "What Is Love" by Hathaway. For some reason, whenever I hear that song, I get into my zone and want to work out even harder. But then at the same time, I have like "Broken Down" by Seven Dust, which is another great song I'd recommend. Um, and I might have like some Limp Bizkit on somewhere,
Okay.
So it can always. I know a lot of people don't, for some reason, don't like Fred Durst, but for some reason, like my playlist is like all like jumbled up. There's no like one particular genre. So yeah. But
That's
anyways,
awesome.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's awesome though. You got to keep it interesting.
Yeah, I do. I'm just open to like different genres. That's all. Like I don't stick to like one. I always say like it's always good to be open minded to try something or look into something once because you never know. It you might find yourself liking it. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Rob. I know Rob has a couple of questions for you. Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Remy. So what's going on, Tiffany? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Rob?
Oh, I'm well. I'm well. Just there's a storm going by, and I'm enjoying that. Anything crazy happened to you today? Just a normal day hanging with your wildcat. The cat was entertaining me in the background. Running around doing stuff. So.
Yeah, no, he's pretty crazy when he wants to be.
Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that. I have three beagles, so I know all about wild animals and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes feeding time in the morning, it's a thundering herd of buffalo running around my house. I'm like, oh my lord. You know what I mean? People
I've
stay over and stuff. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry you gotta get up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning so they get fed. I'm sorry. Oh man. So you're just talking about, cotton candy and stuff, because you live the lifestyle. And I was gonna say you have awesome hair and stuff, you know what I mean? I love the color and all. I couldn't tell you what color it is. I'm colorblind and stuff, I just know red and blue and yellow and stuff. But so going to the fair and stuff, is that your go-to fair food? Like if you're at the fair or something like that, or do you have something else that you're going for?
Honestly, I'm gonna say yeah. I think anytime
Okay.
I'm going to a fair, I'm looking for cotton candy more than anything.
Okay, so you're not going over there and getting like deep fried butter or a deep fried Oreo or something.
No, I'm not a chocolate person, so Oreos are definitely off my list.
Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't had a deep fried butter or something or deep fried Crisco. I look at it and I'm like, I'm having a heart attack and chest pains just looking at it. I'm like, whew, just some stuff shouldn't be fried. I applaud the gumption though. Funnel cake, yeah. Cotton candy, yeah. Fried, butter. Ugh. And I also wanted to ask you about metal concerts and stuff, because you say, yeah, one of your
Absolutely.
favorites, Metallica. That's like my favorite, rock band of all time, Metallica. I love them. I love Tool. I can listen to Tool, well, their songs go on for days and days, but yeah, I can listen to them days and days, So, well, like, what are some of your favorite metal concerts you've been to and all that good stuff?
I've seen Avatar about 50 times since 2017.
Oh,
They will
wow.
always be my number one favorite band to see.
Okay. So what
I
it,
def
what is it about them?
The best way I can explain it to you is that it's something magical. Like
Okay.
when you see them come out on stage, it's just like a wave of like happiness that just
Hmm.
hits. Like it's almost like you don't know what to expect while kind of having an idea of what to expect. But
Hmm.
his stage presence is just, it's something you have to experience live.
Okay.
I
So,
brought
oh no, go
oh,
ahead.
I brought friends who aren't really into metal or had no real
Hmm.
idea who they are to their concerts before, and they all leave like, I need to do that again. Like this was crazy.
Well, that's good. That's awesome. Yeah, because I'm cool with I'm open to listening to new stuff because I'm in my 40s and listening to new music is past me. I listen to dad music. The music I listen to is so dad that it comes home during its lunch break to play GoldenEye 64. So that's how dad my the music is I listen to. So I'm always open to trying something out. So I'll definitely check Avatar out.
Absolutely. They're also where I get my name from because I love them that much.
Nice. Now, when I seen Avatar, I was thinking of the movie and stuff. I was going to be like, "Are you a fan of that Avatar movie or something?" Because I watched two the other day, and I was like, I don't know about those movies."
I am a fan of the Avatar movies, but that is not where the name comes from.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, when I was doing a little research and stuff, yeah, I was doing. I don't know. I don't think it was a cosplay or whatever, but I think you were going into a wrestling match. You had an Alexa Bliss inspired, attire or whatever, So, do
Yes.
you always do you come up with the inspirations? Do you look like, oh yeah, Alexa Bliss had that one going on, or she was slaying in that one, whatever, that was good, or whomever, Are you like, yeah, that inspires me, or stuff like that?
Um, you're talking about the neon pink and black Alexa
Yeah,
Bliss
I think
inspired.
yeah, and you had a belt with you, I think.
Okay, so that was, I used to use that neon set when I was wrestling on GTS Wrestling, which is a YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Um, I was starting to get into doing matches, and I sat down and I was like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I need some gear. And I had found somebody who did wrestler inspired gear, and I was like, well, I really look up to Alexa. And when I wrestle, I wanted, at that time I was a very shy person just getting into it, and I was very nervous about like just about everything. And I was like, well, she's always so full of confidence when she walks out to that ring, like it's hers, she really claims it. And I wanted to kind of channel that a little bit, so that's where that gear came from.
Yeah, that is awesome. I like Alexa Bliss too. She kicks butt. I mean, I like her. She does her thing out there. Now, when I was also doing research, was one of your opponents recently Valerie Berman? I couldn't
Yeah.
tell with the pictures. Yeah. Oh, I love Val. She works. I'm a rep. And all that. Like ring announcer, all that stuff for 1CW, and she's our women's champ and stuff. And I was on there. I was like, was that Val on there? 'Cause I love Val. I love Val and Sam. They're awesome. What I mean? But and scratch that. What was it like going against Valerie Vermin? Because she's our 1CW champion and stuff. And I know how she is. What I mean, her and Sam. They pulling up in their pink Lamborghinis. With their bodyguards. Can't try not to mess with you and all that stuff. So what was it like going up against her?
Valerie was a good opponent. Well, I'm not happy that I lost that match. I'm definitely claiming a rematch at some time. I don't care where, Valerie, but I want it. Okay. I know I can beat her. Like, I was off my game. It was my first match back, and I was very emotional. So she got one over on me.
Mm. Yeah, well, look, yeah, definitely. I'll say something to Hardy and Carlson or something, or you can email them or whatever too, because I'd love to see that match, and I want to I want to ref that match. I mean, y'all go in there, that'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
She was definitely a great opponent, and I think the next time we wrestle will be even better. But I'm coming out on top.
There you go. Hey, I'm all for it. I mean, go out there, kick butt. You do your thing. I'm all for it. I mean, I wish the positive things on everybody. Now, since you're up there in New York, where's the farthest you've traveled so far for wrestling? Have you just been in, New York, New Jersey area, or have you like, branched out, like maybe like past the Mississippi or, past, down here past Delaware or something?
The farthest I've gone for a show would be about 4 hours into Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that's not true, because I think the one in Pennsylvania I did was 5 hours from me. So I would say Quakertown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Now, is that like in the mountains or something over there in Pennsylvania?
I wouldn't really say in the mountains.
Okay.
No, it was more of like a rural area. It was for 3WA. It was at the Quakertown Farmers Market.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because when I think, Pennsylvania, I think, Philly and all that, and then I think, Poconos, all mountains and stuff. Same with New York, what I mean? Because I had friends, they had family who lived in upstate New York. I think, over there in New York, upstate New York, it's all mountains, and then where Remy lives, is city. That's what I think, so. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You got to travel out there. Jersey's always cool. The only problem with Jersey is you got to make a right turn everywhere. My aunt, she lives in Cherry Hill, and to get to her place, I got to make a, it's like, oh, I got to make a left up here. I can't do that. I got to go in a big circle and then go around like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, Jersey loves the roundabouts and the U-turns.
That's right. And I'm jealous. They get to pump. They don't have to pump their own gas. That always throws me off. When I go up there and I'm like, I go out and it's like, no, you're good. And I'm like, hold on, what? Like, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, I forgot.
You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. Having lived most of my life in Jersey,
yeah,
and moving here where I have to pump my own gas, I absolutely prefer to do it myself.
Yeah.
To me, it's so much easier for me to do it, and then instead of waiting for someone have to come all the way over and then take my card and then put the thing in my car and then have to take the pump out and go through all that. Like, no, I could be doing this myself.
Yeah, in the end, you got to tip the person too and all that, so, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, go in there, but like, oh, yeah, let me put like, 20 on, 2 or whatever. I'm good to go. Yeah, go do whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that always throws me off when I go to Jersey and stuff, go visit my aunt and stuff. I'll go up there. I'm like, yeah, and go out there. Oh, ho, ho, you can't. I'm like, what? What are you talking? Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, okay. So when is your next show? Do you have anything coming up? In the future, are you booked up for the next few weeks? For the summer, you got a big summer tour kicking off, or what's going on?
We're working on it. July 8th, I will be in New Jersey for Goddesses of War Battle of Athena.
Okay.
July 15th is Titan Championship Wrestling, again in Jersey. And then July 22nd, I will be facing Autumn Breeze at 3WA.
Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, so it sounds like your summer's starting off right and stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah. So yeah. Now, when I was also doing some research and stuff, I came across your love for pasta. What I mean? Where did that come from? And what is your go-to pasta dish if you got you're going to get something, you know what I mean, like say I'm like say I'm going out, like I feel like Italian, what would you recommend me trying or something, I don't want to do spaghetti and meatballs or lasagna, this time, let me do something else, what do you recommend?
I'm pretty basic. I'm gonna go with fettuccine
Okay.
alfredo, and if you can't
Okay.
do that, then I'm going with raviolis.
Ooh, I love some raviolis. I love when they're stuffed with cheese too. Ooh.
Me too.
Oh man. Uh, There's what's that Italian place? Olive Garden. Do they have the bottomless like ravioli bowls there, or is that like just spaghetti?
I gotta be honest, I haven't been to Olive Garden in so long, I don't even know.
Yeah, I haven't been there either. I have friends that went there and all, and they're like, "Do you want anything?" I was like, breadsticks." Hook me up with some breadsticks. I'm like, okay.
That's
Yeah, because
funny.
I'm not really a pasta person. I like it. But sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know what to do. I didn't know. People called it gravy. Spaghetti sauce. They're like, oh yeah, I'm putting. I remember somebody was telling me, they're talking about gravy on their, meatballs and all this and spaghetti. I'm like, no, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like some sauce, and they're like, yeah, spaghetti. I'm like, okay, you call it, okay, my bad.
My best friend actually calls it gravy, and the first time I heard her say that, I was so confused.
Yeah. Did you think the same thing too? Like, you're putting some like, steak gravy or like chicken
Yeah,
gravy on
I
it,
was
like,
like, why would you put that on spaghetti? And then she was like, no, it's not what you're thinking.
yeah. Yeah, I had to get that explained to me too, because I'm like, the only thing Italian about me is when I play Super Mario Brothers on like my Switch or something. That's about it. So, or when I watch Rocky. You know. Now I also got to see you got to work with one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, the Hurricane. I mean, what was it like? Meeting him and stuff. Did you stand back? Was there definitely a hurricane coming through?
So I didn't actually work with him. The photo
Oh,
I believe
okay.
you saw was me going to a live show as a fan, and I
Oh, okay.
specifically went to actually go meet him.
Okay, cool. Well, what was it like meeting him? Did you have to stand back? How was it? Was he pretty cool?
No, he's super awesome. I would love to be able to meet him again, and then actually this time be able to pick his brain about wrestling, because I feel like he has so much knowledge and so much experience, and he's fun to talk
Mhm.
to, that I would love to just have like a 20-minute conversation with him.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's one of those people I could just I'd listen to all day and stuff. Like well, my trainer or whatever. He could tell me stuff and all, and I'm like, that's why you do it. And I'm like, that makes so much sense now. You know what I mean? When I'm like, wow, okay, you put it together for me. Like yeah, he's one of those people. I would be like, why do you order this at McDonald's and stuff? I do it because of that. Like, that's why you do. Okay, yeah, okay, yep. It's one of them things. Yeah, that's awesome. So traveling around, Jersey and Pennsylvania, going to shows and stuff. Do you have any crazy travel stories? Have you run into Sasquatch or anything on your travels? Anything wild happen, or is it been pretty pretty normal so far?
So I could tell you two things. There
Okay.
was one trip I made out to Jersey. On the way back, I was with some of my buddies. They had come to the show with me, and I think we took a wrong turn. We
Hmm.
ended up on some road, and there was like just a huge tree in the middle of it. There was a car stuck in front of it, and it was just like the creepiest experience ever. Totally
Mm.
felt like it was like a horror movie. Everyone was scared. It was a one-way road, so it was either go through this tree somehow, or like you're just stuck there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely don't want to
yeah. I'm good
experience
with those
something like,
scary roads too.
yeah, no, I would definitely not want to be stuck like that ever again.
Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, I'm not good with Poltergeist or whatever. I've never said Beetlejuice 3 times. I never said, Candyman. However, Bloody Mary. I've never done that. I mean, more than likely nothing would happen, but just in case. I mean, I don't want to be that person. Like you come to my funeral. I'm in that casket, like scary movie, like yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen to me. No, I ain't
Yeah,
doing
no,
all that.
scary things are not for me. Anybody that knows me knows I cannot horror. I give myself
Mm.
nightmares getting scared by my own shadow. Like let's not.
Oh no, okay. Now I can do the horror movies and like go and see like I've been to Penhurst Asylum and all that but there's like been a bunch of people there and I figure if the ghost is gonna possess somebody what I mean the chances are picking me are slim because there's so many other people there so I'm like all right but yeah I'll do the horror movies and stuff like Evil Dead I watch that it was, if you don't do horror yeah I'd stay away from that one.
No, I ended up seeing It Chapter 2 in the movies, and I did not sleep for about
Ooh.
3 days. I swear I just laid up all night staring down this hallway that was dark, waiting for this murderous clown to come out of nowhere.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, yeah, okay, I know the feeling. I watched that movie Smile, and they're right in the beginning. Yeah, I just seen that girl's face, when she was, smile like for yeah, it was like a couple days. I couldn't sleep. I was like traumatized. It was like it was like it was unsettling. Let's say that it was very unsettling, and I was just like, like I couldn't go to sleep. Like yeah, it was hard.
No, I can't touch that movie. I don't even want to look at another poster for it.
Yeah, it's when on Peacock or not Peacock, Paramount. Whenever I click it on there, it's like always the first thing on there, like movies you might like. Smile, and I always see it. I'm like, okay, like I don't. I've seen it. I'm not. It was good. It was good, but I'm not gonna watch it again because it was unsettling. It was kind of unsettling to me. Now, speaking of that, what are some movies that you're into or whatever? Like have you seen anything good recently? Because I'm always trying to find something new to watch. 'Cause I watch like the same TV shows and movies over again, like comfort shows. So
See,
so
I'm the same way. I watch literally the same things over and over and over and
mm,
over and over again. Like I cycle through all the Harry Potter movies, all the Jurassic
okay.
Park movies,
Ooh.
and then I'll watch Coco, Little Mermaid, and Anastasia. That's my movie cycle.
When when I was a kid, my mom, she's gonna get mad about this. Well, no, this is funny. When Jurassic Park, the first movie was coming out, and they're doing like the trailers and all that stuff, on TV. My mom was like, "Yo, I'm taking the kids, to my brother, sister, and I, like I'm taking them to this dinosaur park. These dinosaurs look real, she thought it was like a real park and stuff. Like, it was like, no, the movie is. She's like, what? That's a movie? And I remember it was like first week, one of the first 2 weeks, she took us all there to see that movie and stuff. The first Jurassic Park. I was like. All right, yeah, that's pretty cool, Mom. But I'll never forget that she thought it was a real park. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, real dinosaurs? Like what?"
That's awesome though. Now
Oh
she
yeah,
could go there. Now there is a real Jurassic Park. You're not going to see real dinos, but it's pretty close to it.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah. She could probably do that. Yeah, I should say something and all. Do something like that. Now on the newer ones or whatever. Yeah, which ones were your favorites? I had the next three, I guess. Dominion. The ones with Chris Pratt, Star Lord.
I gotta be honest, that last one that just came out was probably my favorite. Only
Uh,
because like it had everybody in it and that was really
yeah.
awesome to bring everybody back to finally end Jurassic World.
Yeah, I did like how they had that one was Dominion, right? Is that's what that one was, right?
Yes.
I can't. Okay, yeah, because I liked how the dinosaurs, they actually like spread out and were taking over the world and all. Because I remember the one, it was like, oh, we got the T Rex in the city for the one for a little bit, but then I was like, yeah, what's up with the flying dinosaurs that left the island? We never got to see them and stuff. I want, did they breed? Did they have some stuff? Like, come on. Oh,
No, my favorite from that whole series was Blue. So Blue getting to have a little baby
mm.
was absolutely amazing to me.
Oh yeah, yeah, the Raptor. Yeah, I like Blue. Blue's pretty cool. Yeah, Blue was awesome. Yeah, the first, the one with the when they did the reboot. I remember the ending shocked me because that thing, just came out of the water like I was like, really? Okay, all right.
That was
Yeah, that's
amazing.
pretty cool. Yeah, I did. I like how they took the T Rex and stuff. Go against Indominus Rex, all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Jurassic Park. I can talk about it all day. I think I even read the books when I was a kid. Because I was like, wow, dinosaurs. It's one of those things.
I
So,
love
before. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I love dinosaurs. I've been a huge dinosaur fan since, gosh, elementary school. I don't even know where it came from, but we had this
Mhm.
dinosaur encyclopedia, and I would just look at all of them for like hours.
Now, are you a fan of like Godzilla and the Transformers movie? I think they got the dinosaur ones in this one. Have you
I
checked
was
that
never
out?
I was never really into the Transformer movies. I think it's a cool concept, but for some reason they just don't hold my attention. I do like the newer Godzilla movies.
Okay, yeah, the one where he fought Kong and all that. Yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah, I'm all for that. Now, Harry Potter, I'm ashamed to say it took me until like last year before, whatever, to finally watch a Harry Potter movie. Because I was like, yeah. It was pretty good, because I went to Universal and they had the Harry Potter land or whatever. So I was like, well, let me at least have an idea what some stuff is, so when I go in here, yeah, I like the Harry Potter movies. They're pretty good, I enjoy them.
I love them. I remember going to see Chamber of Secrets in the movie theater when I was very little with my oldest sister, and I was terrified of that basilisk for literal years. Like I never like cared for snakes or anything up
Mhm.
until seeing that movie, and then they became one of like my biggest fears.
Oh no, oh man, yeah. Now, when I was at Universal, I remember a lot of people there. They had the wands, and they would go up to stuff and all. They would do the thing like that, and like water would squirt out of stuff if they hit the right thing. All that stuff and all this, and they do this. A dragon will come out and breathe fire. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, yeah, this is pretty awesome. I didn't get a wand though, because I was like, yeah, I don't know about the magic stuff, so. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I still haven't seen the last part one and two of Harry Potter yet. I don't know how it really ends, but I'm going. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen soon. I might watch it tonight, this week or something. Since we were
You
talking about it, and it's
should.
fresh in my mind.
You absolutely should watch it.
Oh yeah. Harry Potter's great. I'm not knocking no Harry Potter. Yeah, he does his thing. Yeah, if you ever go to Universal, definitely check out the Harry Potter Land. They had the little train where you take 9 3/4, and then what it is, yeah, 9 3/4.
Yeah, the Hogwarts Express with platform 9 3/4.
Yeah, you get on that train, you ride around and stuff, and then Harry and all them, they're all out, walking around and stuff. You get to check them out, and people flying on brooms. It's pretty cool. Now
It's
my
definitely on my
cousin,
list of things to do.
yeah, my cousin was really into it, and I think in his when he went to college, they were playing like Quidditch, like actual Quidditch and stuff, like a Quidditch league, and I was like, he tried to explain it to me, and I was like, it was over my head, but I was like, as long as y'all having fun, I mean, that's the main thing.
That's awesome. I didn't know people actually like could play. I would like to see how that works.
Yeah, next time I see him, I'm gonna have to ask him, like, yeah, how does that actually work? Is there like a YouTube channel or like a video like I can see some people playing, because my frame of reference is you're flying on a broom and stuff, and all that good stuff. So it'd be
Like,
pretty
wait,
cool to see what they do.
are they actually flying? Like, I need to see how this
No,
happens.
no, because if my cousin could fly and stuff, yeah, I would be like, yeah, that's a secret you need to share with me and stuff, and I would be using it, hopefully for good. One would hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm teasing. I would use it for good. I'd just fly around, just hanging out, be like Superman or something. So now, before I, pass it on back to Remy, I do want to say, thank you very much, for taking time out of your day, come on to chat with us. I had a blast chatting with you. I wish you nothing but the best in your career, all the positive things. I hope you get to travel the world, the country, kicking butt everywhere you go, get championships everywhere you go, and yeah, I wish nothing but the best in everything going forward for you.
Thank you so much. Traveling is on my list. I hope to hit at least 20 more states in the next 365 days.
Ooh.
Like in a year, I want to be everywhere.
Yeah, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. I have faith in you. I'm gonna wish it. Well, not wish it or whatever. I'm gonna say it into existence. Yeah, you gonna do it.
We're
You can do that.
manifesting.
Yeah, you got this. You
Um,
got this. I got your back. You got this.
yeah, yeah, I could definitely, you could definitely do that. Whenever you hit the PNW, Pacific Northwest, it's a vibe. Trust me, you will. I was just in Seattle the other day, and you will definitely, enjoy it over there as well. California, I don't know if you've been to California before, but that place is definitely the wrestling scene over there is definitely unique. Like the people, for some reason, they're larger than life over there. But you'll see eventually. You'll get there. But honestly speaking, I'll to see you in CCW, man. Capital Championship Wrestling, one of the best. Hope to see you do your thing over there and whatnot. And I could tell you right now, I'm not just saying that, but I'm not just saying this, but they are actually turning a lot of heads. And yeah, they're, in my opinion, they're like one of the top promotions right now in the US of A. But yeah, like Rob said, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a guest on our show. We really and truly appreciate it. Wish you all the best. Before we shut this show down, where can fans find you on social media when they want to, find out when experiences, purchase Tiffany Avatar merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
Okay, so for any merch and whatnot, I have a T Public, search Tiffany Avatar. I am also on Pro Wrestling Tees, so you can also find me by searching Tiffany Avatar. Social media, Instagram at Tiffany Avatar. Same for YouTube. You can follow my YouTube channel, which has been kind of quiet, but I'm working on some things, getting it running again. And then for Facebook, you can follow Tiffany Avatar, and promoters can message me tiffanyavatar@gmail.com or message me Tiffany Van Wagner on Facebook.
Awesome. So y'all heard she definitely has merch out. I've seen it. I've seen it myself. It looks really good. Definitely go out there, cop that Tiffany Avatar merch. You will not regret it. If you can't make the shows that she's at, that's another way you can support indie wrestling is by purchasing the merchandise as well too. And speaking of merchandise, Miss Avatar, when you make it to Japan, not when, not if, when you make it to Japan, make sure you get your Ribeiro jacket. It's an unofficial right where wrestlers go over, where it's a restaurant that wrestlers go to, and the owner actually gives them a jacket like Hulk Hogan has done it before. John Cena, William Regal, a lot of people, men and women, have actually gone over there and gotten that jacket. So if you ever get a chance to stop by there, just check them out. It look from I've never been there myself, but from what I've seen in videos, it's a really cool place to check out as well too, and the food is great. But yeah, y'all definitely make sure you follow this incredible young woman. She's doing a lot of great things, and she's gonna do even more great things in the very near future. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy. My stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. And also, Dark Side of the Ring is coming up too. So, yeah, with that being said, Rob Bass, the Mel Gibson to my Danny Glover, the Sean Spence to my Burton Guster, and the Tommy to my Ghost. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find out any experiences, purchase Rob Bass merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rob_Base82 and Facebook Rob Base. And then July 7th, you can catch 1CW. We're back in Houston. I just learned that a couple matches going on, and we'll be championship versus championship. We got Chris Wilde, the 1CW wrestling champion, versus Ty Awesome, the ESPW heavyweight champion. Winner take all.
Ooh.
Then after that, we have the Tar Dynasty 1CW tag team champions versus the Reality Area ESPW tag team championship. The Reality Era, that's Tiberius Asante and Bad Bad Banks. That's going to be championship. And also, Hobo Harry is going to go against Brian Morris for the Workhorse Championship. So, yeah, definitely check that out. And then the week after that, we're in Selbyville. And, I don't know the matches yet for that, so definitely stay tuned. And you can catch us every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. at Delmarva Sports Network. It's on Comcast if you're in Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area. It's 201. I'm not sure on FiOS, but even if you don't have that, you can look at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com, or you can get the Delmarva Sports Network app and check us out. And root for your favorites and through the ones you don't like. Definitely check us out.
Delmarva, y'all know what to do. Head out there, check out 1CW. They're doing a lot of great things. You got 2 champion versus champion matches. You can't beat that. Head out there, support 1CW. If you can't make it, check them out, online. And also, like I say, cop the merch. That's another way you can support as well. And speaking of which, look at me forgetting this thing. July 15th, that same day, New Jersey, y'all have a wrestling show over there. It's by CCW. It's the Capital Cup, the 2nd annual Capital Cup. You got people like the Moneybirds who will actually be, sponsoring the Renegade Twins, the Vandy Twins, Notorious Mimi and Gabby Ortiz. So many tag teams are gonna be in that cup, that tournament, and the winner gets a shot at the CCW Tag Team Championship. So y'all definitely check that out if you're in that area. If you're in Paulsboro or any of the surrounding areas, make sure you head on over there and check out what it is and what's up with CCW, because they do some great stuff there as well. And with that being said, if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. A month ago, I was in Miami. You can definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue. You can also find me on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue. And our podcast is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're also on Facebook as a Facebook group, and we're also on Spotify. And we also have a Teespring store where we sell official Ringside Society merchandise. We have tank tops, we have hoodies, we have sweatshirts. We even have coffee mugs and pillows as well too. Don't know where we got the pillows from, but we definitely got them. So definitely make sure you check us out. We got several designs. We're about to drop a new one real soon. All proceeds from those sales go back into keeping our show afloat. They did not go back into our pockets. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool interviews like this one, like the one we had with J-Rod from over in California, Marcello, who's the owner of CCW, Renegade Twins, our good friend the Diamond Sheik, and so many other incredible men and women in the world of professional wrestling. All you gotta do is type in Ringside Society when you go to YouTube, and once you see that really handsome, good-looking, dark blue and light blue yin-yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody that tuned in live tonight. Thank you very much. We are one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could and should listen to, and we're not going to stop being that. To those y'all that are listening later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, like myself and the Gorda Corral and Rob Bass at the Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. With that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag, we are not the same. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for the cotton candy princess, the pink and blue dream, Tiffani Avatar. Woo! What type of podcast are we?
We're a Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, and we'll be back later on this week with our predictions episode for Money in the Bank. We haven't announced any special guests yet, but stay tuned. We'll be making that happen. And with that being said, until then, we just have 4 favors for you. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.